He's going to sing us a song.
Awesome. You don't want that.
Let it roll.
Something by Sinatra. Something by Sinatra. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, he said, go ahead, try it now. It's good.
Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
All right, it works.
All right, it works. Okay. Huh? Yeah.
That too.
I want to thank everybody for coming to this party. The reason we had it is we had the best year in the history of the company.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. We did.
The sales were just mammoth. We did things we didn't think we could do. Years ago, for us to do a syndication there, we had to raise $20,000. It was a problem. It really was. This year, we did a $5 million syndication just last week. Think about
In
it.
10 days.
We sold it out in 10 days. A couple of very nice crystal restaurants that we wrapped up. So we're very proud. Of course, David involved and Steve Farrar, very much so. The company started about 44 years ago. I was a VP with Cheese Roll Ponds, tired of traveling. My partner, who I love very much, who's no longer with us, was vice president of IJ Capital. And we both said, you know what, let's do something different. So we went down to 10th and Piedmont in the building we own, up on the second floor, and we opened what we can now call Newburger-Andes. The first year or two we starved. We did a couple of deals. We got to be pretty tough, and all of a sudden we kind of hit it. Things started going very well for us. The second year I was there, I hired a young kid to paint our office. He was like 19, and he's painting the walls. And I said, how you doing? How you doing? He said, I'm doing fine. I'd like to get into real estate. I said, really? I said, well, go out and get your license, work for somebody for a year or two, and come on back. He did it. He came back about a year and a half later. I hired him. His name is Charlie Pate. And he's been with us now for almost 40 years. He's one of the best people you'll ever meet and one of the finest agents I've ever known. And then later on, I got a little anxious because I got tired of renting all the space myself. Sid and I would go out, honestly, on a Friday afternoon. We'd get a case of beer, back of his white Eldorado, convertible, and we would go out and we would rent space. And we did a damn good job of it, but I got tired of it. So finally, this young kid came along who was, I think, 19, and he wanted to get into real estate. So I said, paint some buildings, get out and do a few things. We'll talk about it. Well,
Clean some parking lots.
And then he came back after he did parking lots, and he said, I'm ready to go. So I said, let's go out and I'll teach you how to cold call. So I took him out. In the first 4 or 5 days, all he did was say, I can't do it. I can't get out of the car. So I got out of the car, went inside, and he goes, here, just get spare, go out. That was his way of cold calling. Well, about 2 weeks later, he learned, and he called me long distance, and he said, Jerry, I now cold call. I did 2 deals today by cold calling, and he's never stopped doing it since. He's also my son, who I love, David. He's now running the company for us, does a fabulous job, and has probably done, honestly, 1,000 leases. He's one of the top real estate people in the city. To go along with David, I have to single out another person who has done as much for the company as anybody could possibly do. He's leased, he's syndicated, he's a fabulous salesman, and I'm very proud to introduce Steve Farrar. Steve gets a deal, and for him to go out and sell $2 million worth of the deal in one day is not unusual. So Steve, I can't thank you enough. You are one kind of man, really. The company's moving ahead now into the new year. We've got the right people. We've got a new girl at the front, Carol, who is the best person we've ever had at the front.
Oh, yeah.
She's absolutely another leader of her own. We've trimmed down to like 3 top salesmen, and they're all truly top salesmen. And we're out looking at deals right now that are in the $2 and $3 million bracket and closing on them very rapidly. And I can't say enough for the staff we have, because Sandy, who's not here, and her girls, and Sam and Carl just do a truly fabulous job. And we're so happy to have those 2 girls. salesmen consist of Steve, John Woodham, who's here, and Joe, who I think is gone.
Yeah.
But Joe's gone. And those three guys get it done. It's amazing. So we're very happy to have. We have a great attorney in house now, Sandy Cohen, who's not here, and we just feel like next year will be probably the biggest year we ever had.
Put it higher.
Okay, I'm higher. I don't
There you go.
I don't want to get any higher. But I want to thank you guys for all coming. We really appreciate it, and we hope to have a bigger party next year because we're going to have a bigger year. Dave, you're on.
All right.
Wonderful.